besties, and welcome back to another video. So we're in my craft room today, and we are in the craft room because this is Thanksgiving week and Thursday is Thanksgiving. So we have a ton of stuff going on upstairs. We are baking and cooking and prepping and getting everything ready to host on Thursday and looking very much forward to spending time with family and friends. Since you've already seen my Thanksgiving decor, I thought I'd go ahead and take you on a thrift trip and share with you some of the things that I picked up from that little trip. So I'm going to insert that footage with a little bit of a sneak peek close up, or a better close up, of what I have laying here right now. So I have stuff laying everywhere. I'm going to keep that hidden from you. I'm in the process of working on some crafts that I want to make for Christmas and some gifts and things like that. So I have a mess around me. It's a little overwhelming. So we're going to go through this haul. I'm going to show you each item that I got. I'm not going to go into a lot of detail on it. If I can remember how much I paid for it, which I think I remember the prices of everything. It's not that big of a haul. I'll share that with you. And yeah, so let's just get into it. First up, this wonderful Merry Christmas sign. I paid $1 for it, and it does appear to be vintage. It's plastic. It has a lot of normal wear and tear for something that's old. I don't know how old, but it's old. And I just love stuff like this. And it's glittery, but not like dollar store glitter. It doesn't come off. The next thing that I picked up that a lot of these items, these small ones that I'm about to show you, was in a grab bag for, I believe, like $2 or $3. So in this first grab bag were deer, and a lot of them. And they appear to be rather old. So there's this one, and it's not furry or anything, it's just plastic. And then there was another good sized one. And this one is definitely older than the other one. And it's felt, plastic underneath, it's felted. And it has a little, you know, some imperfections. So, but I love these little, I love Christmas littles. And then it came with a ton of these little ones, if you can see. There you go. And then there was only one doe. The rest are deer. Or bucks, I guess you would call them. One little doe. And then a random camel. I don't know why. Then in that same bag was another little ornament, and it appears to be vintage, and it's a deer, and he has a little cardinal on his ear. How cute is that? And it came with a hanger, so very cute. Very rarely do you get a bag that has a grab bag that has everything that you want in it, but this bag had a lot of what I wanted in it. So it was well worth the $3 I paid. You're not going to believe what was in this bag. Other than the deer, other than that little ornament, were some amazing vintage goodies. So I got 3 of these little vintage goodies. It's just a little pail of some sort. Some of them are dented. Anyway, super cute, and has little teddy bears. All of them look the same. Little teddy bears and a little bit of greenery. And then I got boots. How cute are these? This one's missing the red trim. I don't care. I think it just aids to the old look, right? But that's not all. The best part of this grab bag were the 3 things I'm about to show you. Oh my. You know what they are. You saw them in the little clip before. But I just dropped one. We're puppets, finger puppets. There's a stamp on the inside, so I'm gonna have to inspect a little further, but look at these cuties. Oh my gosh. Are they not the cutest? They all have a stamp of some sort inside. So, let me look and see what that stamp says. I'll be right back. I had to put my glasses on. Yes, they were made in Japan. Did I really need to look? Did I really need to look? Are they not cute? These are definitely 100% going to go on our family tree, because Art has a few ornaments from his childhood that came from Japan as well that are older than this, definitely older than this, but oh my gosh, do I love them. So this is going to fit right in on the family tree. That was it for that particular grab bag. I got another grab bag, and it wasn't a grab bag. It was just a bag of liked items, and this was all the same item. There was 8 of them, and these are going to go perfect on my Christmas table, I think. And it is a set of 8 of these card holders. They're place card holders. There's a notch right here that you can put a card, like a place card. But this wire, you can actually pull it up. And I don't know if it was meant for this or not, but if I bend it over, because it's just wire, I could put Christmas cards in these. So instead of using them as a placeholder or a place card holder on my Christmas table, I could use them on a buffet with the menu, like what dishes are out. Or, like I said, I could use them as Christmas cards to display some of my favorite Christmas cards. Art and I are still old school. We send Christmas cards every year, and we receive Christmas cards every year from the people that we mostly send our cards to. Some people we send cards to never send cards back. That's okay. Some of the people we send them to are old and they don't go to a post office often. So that's not a big deal, but we do get a lot of Christmas cards back. And we like to display all of our Christmas cards that we get throughout the season. Every year we like to display them somewhere in the house because it just makes us feel very loved, very thought of. And it also brings back that time when people did pen, when writing and sending cards and things like that was really important. So we love doing that. So that would be a perfect thing for that. I love them. They are definitely vintage. They're nothing special. They're not marked or anything, but they are very old. The paper is very delicate. And this is plastic holly. It's almost like, not plastic like the vintage plastic you would put up, like garland plastic, but like a plastic that's breakable plastic. So I don't want to mess with them too much, but how cute is that? I just think that is absolutely, what an amazing piece of vintage to add to. Even though they're old, it's going to add such flair to my tablescape if I use them that way, which I'm leaning more towards doing that, but because we have way too many Christmas cards to put in there. So I'm leaning more to putting them on my table. Now my OG besties know I'm a sucker for napkins and paper goods. I found, I paid 25 cents each napkins, and these are vintage napkins, and they're both Hallmark napkins. So this was put out, I believe, I bet if I Googled, I can find out what year this print came out, but I'm thinking it was somewhere in the 1980s. Is what I'm thinking. Late 70s, early 80s. That's what this would be. They are luncheon napkins. They're stamped Hallmark. There's a little cardinal on the back. This brings back memories of my childhood because for my birthday, one year, my mom and dad did a snowman cake, and they did snowman themed everything because they knew I loved snow. I was a kid. Of course I love snow. I love snow days, right? But this was the snowman from my childhood. So it brings back a lot of memories. The other set of Hallmark napkins originally sold for 65 cents for the pack. And it has a little information about the particular design. And there is the napkin. And isn't that beautiful? There's only a few in here. It says 8, I think. Maybe, nope, there's 20. There's 20. Nope, there's definitely 20 in there. They're very thin. In the original packaging, it's not stamped on the napkin. This is stamped on the packaging. And the packaging is stamped right here too. I'm assuming that the napkins themselves would have a stamp on them as well, but who knows? I'll let you know if I open them up. I don't know if I even want to open them up. They're precious. I don't know. So I also picked up the 1983 Southern Living. You know I love my Southern Living magazines. Christmas with Southern Living 1983. And this was, I think, mostly cookie related. This also has things inside of it. The one thing that I loved about this book, I paid $2 for this book. So it has the paper cover, but it is a hardback. I'll keep the paper though. It has a hardback that's just as beautiful, but the paper really does protect it. And it is full of wonderful recipes for Christmas. More little notes. Actually, that's just a card. Nothing on it. I hate when that happens. But the pictures in here are just so cute and so nostalgic. So anyway, I'm super super excited to have this to decorate the kitchen this year for Christmas. This will be the cookbook that I put out for sure. Now this next thing is a tin, and I believe I've seen it at the thrift store a few times. Like, I know I've seen this before, but I can't remember why I didn't pick it up, or if it was at this same one, I don't know. But anywho, it is a gorgeous little tin. It's hard to get the top on and off, so I'm being very careful. I don't want what's inside of it to fall out, but it's a beautiful little tin. Definitely vintage. It says on the bottom that it is from Hong Kong. I don't know if it has a year. Yes, it does. 1987. And I don't know if this is the original contents, but it's full of these tins. How cute. I don't know what I'll use these for. I don't know if I'll make them into something or if I'll just stage them, but this would have come in handy for Halloween because I got to put all my little chocolates in there. I just think that is just stinking cute. And there's a whole bunch of them. Like, there's a lot of these. There's a bunch of the little ones, and then there's the next size up, and they're all stacked together. They're kind of thin. And then there's this shape. There's a bunch of them in there. I mean, super cute, and I cannot wait to use these in the kitchen for Christmas as well. We are almost at the end. So as I was walking around, there's one particular lady that has a booth there that I always buy a lot of my vintage plastic greenery from for Christmas. She always sells a ton of it. She didn't have much this time. I think I bought her all out last year because she actually just sells stuff from her home. She's an older lady, but she had this tree topper. It's an angel, and it does have batteries. It's supposed to light up. Her candle is supposed to light up. She said that her and her husband had worked on it for at least a year and have not been successful at getting it to light up. So she was just going to sell her, even though she thought she was beautiful. She was just going to sell her as a decorative piece, and that's what she wrote on the tag. She originally had like $5 or $6 on her, and she asked if I would be willing to buy her. And she goes, I just want her to go to a good home. I think she needs a good home. And she goes, I know she doesn't work, but you would give her a good home. And I was like, I don't need another doll. I don't need to bring something like this home. I don't need to do it. I was good, and I told her the truth. But she just would not stop giving me her own little puppy dog eyes. And she really wanted this doll to go to a good home. And so I had to. I had to. She's an angel. I had to. Oh, I don't know where I'm going to put her. I'm actually going to ask Art and the kids if we can put her on top of the tree this year, the family tree. I don't know. We'll see. Anywho, she's stinking beautiful, and I'm happy to have her. Even if she never goes on a tree, she can decorate in here. She can be my little crafting angel. All right. Now, one of my favorite finds of all time, other than finding the pieces from China. From Japan. I have found some things from Japan, but it's rare that I find them when I go thrifting. I found 4 of these very old little, they're not nutcrackers. They're not, because their mouths don't open. They're not nutcrackers, but they give that nutcracker feel. They're little Christmas soldiers, and I love them. So there's that one. And then there's this one. Yeah. And then there's this one. How cool is he? I love how they're made. And then there's this one. Can you see him? There we go. How cute are these? I mean, this is just, oh, I gotta get them all in. I gotta get them all in. Gotta get them all in together. My little soldiers. My little Christmas soldiers. Oh my gosh, I just love them. I just love them. Very vintage. I have not Google Lensed them yet to know what the resale value would be. I would not resell them. But there's only one other thing in this particular little haul that I'm going to show you. And wait till you see this. I got a lot of the original Snow Village from Department 56. Yep. Guess how much I paid for this? All of this. $6. Yep. $6. Unbelievable. Let's take a closer look. So rather than hold each one up to the camera, I'm just gonna pan over them so you can see them. Department 56 is stamped on them, and they also have a sticker. These are from 1985. Look at how cute these are. I mean, they are just adorable. I love this. I love it. Wreaths 50 cents. How cool. I can't believe I got them for $6. I just can't. Look at the little ice skaters and the one that fell on his tushy. At first I thought he was supposed to sit on the bench, but no, he's an ice skater that fell on his tushy. You can tell because he has the ice skates on and there's the sticker that's on his bum. So there he is. He toppled over. And then it also has the flag and a little bunny. How cool. How cool is that? And that is my little haul for Christmas this year. Now I do have a very big, I'm not even done going through everything yet, estate inheritance. As you know, Art's mom has recently passed, so of course I inherited a lot from her, but I also inherited a lot from Art's grandmother and aunt and great-grandmother, because all of those things were in a storage unit and has been there for years. And Art and I had asked and have been asking about getting in there to be able to just get pictures, like family pictures was mainly what Art wanted to go and get out of the storage unit. We had no idea what was in the storage unit or anything like that, but ladies, she had so many full sets of dishes, and quite a few of them are from occupied Japan, and then just regular Japan era. And then she had some extremely rare collectibles in there. And so I'd love to share that with you. There are a couple of things that are Christmas related, but for the most part, it's not. For the most part, it is just dishes and Fostoria and other relics that are just unusual and very, very cool, or at least to me. So if you like antiques and vintage, then this is definitely something up your alley. I am filming that, and I think what I want to do is make that part of Vlogmas, and I'll probably put that into like 2 or 3 parts throughout Vlogmas. We're going to be unpacking family heirlooms during Advent this year. Another idea I had for Advent this year, because you guys, if you're new, you don't know this yet, but I love Advent calendars. And so one of my first Christmas videos, I will be sharing my Advent calendars for the year. I did pare down. I don't do a lot. We started last year and we're going to continue as the years go on, because Art and I are at that age. We want desperately to have the feel of Christmas as it should be, not commercialized. You know, we want to create beautiful memories and give gifts that are, I don't know, just very sentimental and something that can be treasured for generations to come. That's kind of where we're leaning. So our Advents are very simple this year. There's not a big to do about it. However, because Advent is something that I strongly advocate for in my family, and it's a tradition that we've had for a while. And it's because I want to focus on the fact that every day is a gift. And during Christmas, since it is the season of giving, you know, as adults, you know, sometimes the one thing that we look forward to the most is either getting an extra hour's sleep or having a day off or having our bills paid or things like that. And so the magic of Christmas sometimes can be lost in just surviving. I want to keep the magic of Christmas alive, and that's why I do Advents. I also want people to understand that the magic of Christmas is rooted in faith and rooted in hope and rooted in love. So anywho, in light of all of that, I thought it would be cool to do Advents with you guys this year a little differently. Instead of you watching me open my Advent every day, which we'll still do, I don't mind doing that, I thought it would be nice if I came up with things that we can do together, and I bring you something every day throughout Vlogmas. So it's not Vlogmas, we're going to call it Vlogmas Advent or something like that. I know it's not very catchy, but I want to bring you tidbits. Maybe one day when you click on my video, the video will be maybe something like a fact of Christmas that maybe you didn't know. Maybe it'll be a craft that... What's going on? Future me interjecting because I'm not articulating myself well enough. And it is early. I'm editing this video. I've got my cup of coffee. I've already started pulling out Christmas. It is not pretty yet, but it's getting there. So let me explain what I intend to do for Vlogmas this year a little bit better. So I want to do Vlogmas Advent style, and I want to bring you every day a little special treat of how I celebrate the season and how I give to others throughout the season by giving you a little bit, by sharing some of my treasured recipes, by sharing some beautiful ways of crafting and gifting to others and things like that. So we're still going to have fun. It's still going to be vlog style, but it's going to be something that you can open up and maybe take away something from each and every day throughout Christmas, the season of Christmas. So that's what I meant. And I still need to come up with a catchy name for it. So we're going to go ahead and wrap up this video here with saying, I hope you guys have a wonderful and blessed, safe and joyous Thanksgiving. I hope that you are surrounded with all of your friends, family, and loved ones. And I hope and know that all of us have something to be thankful for. But I hope your tables are full of love, laughter, and great food. And until next Sunday, when we do this all again and start Christmas, I'll see you then, besties. Bye.